Alright, what's up guys? Back for another quick trade recap video. This is a little late. This is a trade recap for yesterday, obviously, because today is Saturday. Um, I have two accounts. One I lost a band on, and one I made 700 on. So I basically ended the day down 300, in a sense. So what was I looking for coming to the day? You can see right here we had huge downwards candles. This was because of news. Trump was talking about putting tariffs on Apple. So I was pretty bearish because I wanted to see, well, number one, because of that news. Number two, because of these relative equal lows, I wanted to see these get taken out. The only thing I didn't check was if ES swept them 10 a.m. on Monday. 10. Oh, well, there you go. That's why. I didn't realize that. So that was SMT. So if I saw that, I probably wouldn't have taken it. Or maybe I still would have. But at the same time, it was a pretty choppy day, so it was just bad market conditions in general. I mean, look at this. There's not much going on. So what was I looking for? At 9:30, a PO3. I was looking for us to come up here, tap this gap, get a reaction off it, and dump. And as you can see at 9:30, look at this candle, man. Candle comes up, taps into it. Let's see. 935 is the high. 935 is the high. We might not have SMT. Yeah. So that was a problem number one, I guess. Maybe there was 1 minute, but that's pretty trash. That's reaching, you know what I mean? So the high over here is 37, and the high over here, is it this? High is 806. Okay, so technically there's 1 minute SMT. Still, there should be better SMT in order for me to get in, right? Or what I could have waited for was, so if I'm using a 15-minute PD array, a 1 minute CISD, obviously wouldn't have worked because we swept high right here, meaning the CISD would have been down here. See what the 3 minute looks like. 3 minute, yeah, like this just wasn't good. Definitely not the best trade. We didn't inverse anything. I mean, we inversed a bunch of 1 minutes, but that doesn't really matter. We didn't get a CISD, nothing like that. So definitely not a great trade, right? Very poor SMT. Granted, there was a great reaction off it. When I did get in, first, I was up about $600 to $800. So the account was like 600 from passing. And then, as you can see, we came down and then just rocketed back up. That's how I lost the band. Looking back, hindsight's 2020. Horrible trade, right? We have high time frame SMT. We do not, bullish SMT, I should say. We do not have bearish SMT, and we didn't get any sort of entry. I just kind of got in on the turtle soup of this high into the gap. So that's not the worst, but if I wanted to wait for extra confluences because I had no SMT or anything like that, that would have been better. But my idea was, boom, relative equal lows. We've had pretty bearish news. So I was thinking, okay, we'll go down and at least sweep some more lows. And we kind of just trended up and then just trended sideways for the rest of the day. So that's how I lost the band at the first account. So that account, I mean, they're basically sitting at the same price, 675, 673. I'm not getting rebuild for like a month on both, so I'm not really worried about that. These were just tough market conditions. If I wouldn't have taken this, which I shouldn't have, looking back now, I know I should have sat on my hands. If I didn't take this and I only took that trade for the $700, right, then that account, I'd be like $500 away from passing. Yeah, something like that. I think 500 or 400 away from passing, which is pretty unfortunate. But what did I take at the end of the day? I honestly believe it was this. My executions are gone now because it is the day after and stuff like that, so they disappear, which I really dislike. But I'm pretty sure it was this. I think we had SMT right here. I'm just gonna make sure. What time is this? 3 o'clock. I actually have the screen recording on my phone, so I can just check the timestamps. Yeah, it was that. And my entry was right there. Okay, it was a pretty bad entry. I should have got in on the turtle soup up here, right? But my entry was about right here. Stops at the high of the SMT, because if we got rid of that, it would have invalidated the trade. TP right there. And I mean, we hit it in one candle. Idea behind this, right? Turtle soup some highs, created SMT. Show you guys right here. Boom, SMT. We did not sweep the high, but we did on NQ. And we were inside a 15-minute PD array, obviously. Or it might have even been... We were inside an hourly PD array. I was bearish on the day, obviously. That's what my initial thought was. So I wanted to see some type of shorts. And my idea was to see some type of short down prior to moving back up and potentially taking these highs. But because I hit that trade, I was like, okay, never mind. And then what I really wanted to see, well, we'll just go over this trade. Let me not get sidetracked. SMT, turtle soup. I wanted to see us inverse this 5-minute and go down. I got in a little bit early because we were starting to get great momentum. Got in and dumped, hit full TP. It was about a $700 or like high 600, something like that. Yeah, high 600 because it was like 653 or something, or 673, right? Yeah, 673 after fees and stuff. So then my plan was this. I didn't get in because we didn't get good enough manipulation. I wanted to see the 350 macro manipulate up here, prior to moving back down. And as you can see, we kind of just dumped at 350. And then we just traded sideways, so I was done for the day because volume had diminished. That was really it for the day. I'm not mad at it. I'm disappointed because that account was 1,100 away from passing. And if I had closed the first trade for 800, I would be $300 off. And if I didn't even close that, if I just went break even and took that trade right there, where I made $700, then I would have been about $400 away from passing, right? So that's unfortunate because I would have been so close to passing that account. And that means like Monday I would have had to make less than 100 ticks to pass it, right? So that definitely stings a little, but I'm glad that I have two accounts with about a month till rebill, and we're in profit on both. So we only need about $2,500, and last week we made $3,000 in 2 days. We had two 1,500 back-to-back days. So if I can replicate that, then we are chilling. Two 1,500 days past the account, two $1,200 days past the account at this point. 2,400, yeah. So even less than that, like 1,150 is all I need per day. Obviously, I'm gonna aim for 1,500, but I'm gonna take what I can get. If we create SMT or anything like that, obviously I will close and take what I can get. I'm not giving back profits. I'm not trying to elongate this process of passing these evals, so I'm trading pretty, not like pretty risky, right? Being pretty aggressive with them because I'm not trying to sit on an eval for months on end, weeks on end, anything like that. I'm trying to get in, get funded, and then rinse them, so on and so forth. You guys know how it works. But yeah, Friday was pretty rough. I didn't think my trade was too bad. It's not my average trade, right? And I really wanted to wait for the 350 macro. But I was like, this is a decent setup. Let me hop in because there was a fresh eval. So I was like, okay, let me just see what I can get out of this. And it worked out, so that was nice. But yeah, it was just a pretty choppy day. I mean, we expanded in the morning. Market open. We got a nice pullback to a 5-minute. You could have potentially got a trade out of there. 9:30. Well, I mean, at 9:30, we really manipulated up. That's why I was bearish. But if you waited for a pullback right here into the 5-minute gap, and waited for what? Like, so let's see. Waited for what? Like a 1-minute CISD. There might be SMT here. Nah, like that wouldn't have even worked because you would have got, this is the CISD right here. So you would have gotten in all the way up here. And I mean, I guess you end up hitting, but your RR would have been horrendous. So it was a pretty bad day. right? So as long as you guys sat on your hands, or if you won a trade, congratulations. If you did win, make sure to drop the trade in the comment that you took. Um, I'll take a look at whatever you guys send. I'll go look at it in the markets and see like what I was thinking at that time and whatnot, because I imagine a lot of you did catch a trade. But yeah, with that being said, I will catch you guys Monday. Peace.